In the spring of 2003, I was invited by the Board of Supervisors for the County of Los Angeles to come to one of their meetings and to share about my walk across America on Route 66 and what it meant and what it, some stories from the journey, and just share some about why I was doing it. The clip you're about to see is a recording of that speech that I gave. And I just want to encourage you to take the time to watch it, to share it with others. As always, I thank you for your support for this journey, this ministry, and this mission. God bless.
I would like to thank Supervisor Antonovich for the opportunity to be here today. This is not only a great honor, but also a great encouragement to me to finish what I have started. I would also like to thank Lita Erickson and Michael Gamboa for working with me to make it possible for me to be here today. A wise man once said that there are times in life when you have to stand alone, but you don't have to go it alone. For the last 5 years, I have literally stood alone, but I haven't had to go it alone. Many people have helped, encouraged, and supported this journey, and to those people I wish to express my thanks. I want to thank my mom and dad, my sister Debbie, Jim Ford, Bill and Nancy Maddox, Pam Jones, Becky Ransom, and the countless others I've met along the way. Last but not least, I'd like to extend my very special thanks to Calvin Thomas, who flew out here to walk the last few miles with me and to be with me at this presentation, although he did refuse to stand with me on the platform today. Today I've been given the difficult task of describing a journey that will have from concept, I'm shaking like a leaf, that will have from concept to completion encompass 10 years of my life, and taking me by foot not only from Chicago, Illinois to Santa Monica, California, but from Santa Monica back to Chicago. To be quite honest, I don't believe that there are words adequate enough, but in order to give you some sense of what I've been through, I give you the words of the great philosopher Forrest Gump, who said, and I quote to the best of my ability, "My mama always told me life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." I wish I had a nickel for every time his name has come up in a conversation. Believe it or not, I didn't wake up one morning and decide to go for a walk. I don't have an entourage, and I don't own a fishing boat. But in a strange twist of fate, just to prove that God really does have a sense of humor, Forrest and I do have one thing in common. As I entered my tent last fall in Arizona, I discovered a little white feather that had blown in sometime during the day. Needless to say, it's one of my most treasured possessions. As for the box of chocolates, I can honestly tell you that mine contains some of every shape and flavor. In the time it's taken me to crisscross the states of Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, New Mexico, and California, and Arizona, I've been snapped at by dogs, hissed at by rattlesnakes, stung by a bee. I've been chased by a tornado, rained on, hailed on, blinded by blizzards, slept in sub-zero temperatures, and walked in extreme heat. I've met many wonderful people and encountered even a few grouches, not the least of whom is a local constable of a little Midwestern town, who, after interrogating me for my purpose for being in his fair city, escorted me out of town and told me never to come back. And quoting the words once again of Forrest Gump, and that's all I had to say about that. Route 66 means different things to different people. What it means to me couldn't be better expressed than by what's represented here today. When the U.S. government decertified Route 66 in 1984, America rose up to preserve it, because it believed, as do those here today, that there are things we must not forget. Over 2,000 years ago, the prophet Jeremiah spoke the following words that I believe are as profound today as they were back then. Stand at the crossroads. Stop, look, and ask for the old paths where the good way is. Walk in it, and you will find rest for your soul. With each step I've taken and with those that remain, I hope to express my heartfelt conviction that as this country faces its future, it must not forget from whence it has come and the God who has given it birth and has blessed its soul. I've been told that the one statement made by more than any other by the thousands of tourists who visit Route 66 every year is this: we have come to see the America that used to be. I hope and pray that the reality of those words will never be. I stand before you today proud to be part of both the greatest highway and the greatest nation in the world. Thank you for this opportunity, and may God truly bless America.
Will do, picture?